Factsverse presents Jordan is kidnapped by 3 men in a parking lot, and it was her mother's life-saving tip that saved her. We'll let you know what that tip is in just a moment, but first, be sure to click that like button to let others know about Factsverse. And also, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. It is a sad truth, but the world we live in is not a safe place all the time. Every night when you turn on the evening news, you hear about a murder, a rape, a kidnapping, or some other crime. Seeing it on the news, that's one thing, but when you are a victim of a violent crime, it is so much worse. A young woman went through something like that. Jordan was kidnapped by men in a parking lot, but she remembered one life-saving tip that her mom taught her. Jordan was a 20-year-old student at the University of South Carolina. Late one night in July 2017, she left work and was heading back to her student apartment building around 1 in the morning. When she got there were 3 men waiting for her. They had a gun, and they held it on Jordan while they took her personal possessions. Next, they decided that they wanted cash, so they forced Jordan downstairs to her car so that they could take her to the ATM to take out her cash. When they got to the car, they realized that her car was a stick shift and nobody knew how to drive one, so they forced Jordan to drive. The whole time, they held a gun on her. When Jordan got the money out of the bank, the men admitted that they planned to violate her after she had the cash. She realized then she had to do something to save herself. Jordan thought back to the day that her mother told her how she had been a victim of an assault. Her mother told her the only reason that she was alive today was that she fought for herself. Her mother told her you cannot wait to be saved in situations like that. She said that in a dangerous situation like hers, the only chance you have is to fight back. As Jordan went back to her car, she thought about what her mother had told her. She realized if she was going to get out of this situation alive, she had to fight back. After getting into the car, she didn't put her seatbelt on. It was her plan to jump out of the car while it was still moving so that she could get away. She knew that it would hurt, but she could hear her mother in her head telling her to fight. Finally, she opened her door and saw the pavement below. She knew that it was now or never, so she jumped out of the car. After she jumped, the car kept moving down the street with her captors inside. The first 2 cars that drove by her kept going. Fortunately, the 3rd car stopped to help. Jordan says that the thing that she regrets most about her ordeal is that she didn't get to see the look on the men's faces when she dove out of that car. She says that they were in a moving vehicle without a driver and they had been outsmarted. She wanted to see the looks on their faces as the car went careening down the road. Fortunately, the men who terrorized and victimized Jordan were captured. Turns out the men were younger than her. In fact, they were just teenagers. One of the teens was 15, the other was 17. When the boys were taken into custody, the police found out that they had been involved in several other crimes in the area. However, none of their other crimes were as serious as Jordan's. The boys were being charged with kidnapping and unlawful imprisonment, which could land them both in jail for decades. After Jordan had recovered from her ordeal, she spoke to News 2 about what she went through. She told her story and made sure that she mentioned that if it weren't for her mother, she would have never made it out of the kidnapping uninjured. Jordan's mother could not have been happier that her daughter is safe. She says that she can't help but think how lucky it is that she told Jordan about what she went through when she was in college. If she had not told that story, there's a good chance that she would never have seen her daughter alive again after that night. Subscribe for more.